Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Six Bridges Book Festival kind of overview live stream with us here at Cal's. How are you doing today, Kelly?
I'm great. How are you today, Brant?
Good, good. It's a cold day, so I'm ready for the cool weather. How about you, Stuart? How are you doing today?
Enjoying the cool weather, yes. Went outside this morning, had a cup of coffee, and the brisk morning air. It was very refreshing. Thank you.
Very good. Yeah, it's super weather. If it could stay like this forever, I would be okay.
Yeah,
Maybe a few days of warm, but this would be great.
yeah.
So one of the things we want to do is talk about this is the last week of the Six Bridges Book Festival and kind of give everybody a overview of what's going on today and the rest of the week. So I'm going to share some screens here. So if you want to be a part, let's see. Do all my stuff here. All right. So if you want to see what's all going on, you can go to the website and you can register events and see what's going on. But we're going to cover a few things. Now, one of the things we have is voting for some contests. So we're going to look at some of these entries. So Kelly, tell us a little bit about Tasty Reads.
So, Tasty Reads is a really fun contest that we have in conjunction with the Literary Festival. And basically, we just invite people to use their imagination and some food and create something that is book inspired. We've got categories for under 18 and then over 18. And then there is a prize for the funniest that could come from either of the two categories. So, entry is over. You missed it. Enter next year, be thinking. But right now, what you can do to help us is we got to vote. These people did some awesome work, and let's see which ones are going to win.
All right. Well, let's take a look. This is the under 18 category. Dragons Love Tacos.
Okay, these are really cute. I like that they made it's a complete dessert, but made from different foods. So they've got brownies for the meat, and then there's some like cream cheese frosting for the sour cream. I think there's even some Starburst to make the cheese. So they had a lot of. I'm giving them points for inventive use of ingredients.
Yep. As
Yeah,
a
it
dragon
does. It looks like a
myself,
taco from here.
yeah, it looks delicious. Yeah, and it's easy to love tacos when they're made from brownies and jelly beans and frosting.
And that is from artist Winston S.
Good job, Winston.
Next one is Piggy and Elephant, series by Mo Williams.
Yes.
These are really cute. I like the glasses made out of chocolate. That's
Right.
that's some advanced technique right there for an under 18. I'm not familiar because I don't have kids, so I'm not familiar with this book. But they look really cute, next to their little characters.
Yeah. Yeah. This kind of maintains the stylized nature of the characters, I feel.
Yeah, so that's you can see the picture there in the corner if you're not familiar with the book. These are
Yeah.
cupcakes with cream cheese frosting, marshmallows, chocolate chips, fondant, and candy melts. That's very good, and that's artist
Mm,
INK.
yeah, but Willems would approve.
All right, Five Little Pumpkins, artist Charlie S. I like this one. This looks, pretty representative of the book.
It is. It's really cute, and you can see that they put effort into matching the little pumpkin faces, which I think is
Yes.
adorable.
And that's cake with cookies on top, which is just that's genius.
Yes, yeah, and then I'm digging the pretzel fence for sure.
Yes.
No, it's
Excellent
what.
use of materials.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it.
Awesome. So let's keep going here. Now, this is the 18 and over category. And this is
Okay.
It, of course, by Stephen King. Stephanie F.
Ooh.
This is her scary cake.
I mean, okay, I paint on cakes, and this is really hard to do. Um, the skill on this cake is amazing. I love, his picture on top. I love that he is wearing this 3D hat, so like it's coming up off of the cake. It's super cool.
Yeah, what is that little boat made of? I mean, in the
You
book
know,
it's newspaper, but you don't want to use
I,
newspaper. Is that some
I'm not
cake?
certain. It says
It,
the ingredients are cake frosting, melting chocolate, and food dye. So I'm assuming that would be the melting chocolates. It kind of looks like
Okay.
fondant to me, but they didn't list that, so not 100% sure. You could do that with a number of ways, but they did a really great job with it.
well, it looks super creative and creepy, but I'm sure it tastes great. All right, so here's the next one. Hard candies, Jolly Ranchers, Lifesavers, lollipops, and powdered sugar. And I'm not familiar with this book.
I'm not either, but again, really inventive use of ingredients. I'm digging it. The fact that they had to melt the candies down, shape them, and then use that powdered sugar on top to, do the writing and stuff. That's really, really cool. I'm pretty impressed. Even with it just being simple candies, I think it's a really good job there.
Looks like they used a stencil for the lettering,
Mhm.
so that's really
Yeah,
really
yeah, very
creative.
clean.
Yeah. All right, Night of a Trillion Stars,
Oh my.
and that is a very Fabio-esque cover.
Yes, I would say props for attempting this. I'm not, I mean, no disrespect. I think that it could be funniest, but like in a good way. Like I think we've got a contender for funniest here. They, you
Wow.
know, it's a
That is
romance
awesome.
novel out of cake. But I can tell that it's people,
Yeah,
Right,
which
right.
can be very hard.
cake
The
is my
juxt-
happily ever after.
there you go. And the juxtaposition of the guy with abs and eating a cake and not having abs.
Well,
All right, so let's go to our next one. It's Trick or Toga, and this, Stuart, why don't you tell us a little bit about this?
right. Trick or Toga I think it's new this year. We haven't done this one before, but it's a contest that kind of allows people to involve their pets in the festival. If you're a person who enjoys cooking, you've got tasty reads. But if you're a pet parent, you can either, I guess it's some sort of interesting, fascinating, impressive trick, or if there's maybe a Halloween costume, literary inspired costume that you can put on your pet that's super cute and awesome. That's what this contest is for. And we've got some really good videos, or excuse me, photos
Right.
for it being the first year.
And this is
The Central
sponsored
Arkansas
by
Pet.
ProSmart Print and Promo, by the way.
That's right.
All right, so here's Charlie. He doesn't look too happy about the outfit.
Is this Julia Child's?
I know. I was like, Julia Charlie?
Julia
Is that what
Child?
we're going
Okay,
with?
yeah. Julia Charlie, there we go.
There you go.
Excellent.
And these are all
I like
pets'
it.
names. We don't have the owners' names, but this is Francis.
All right.
He's a dragon. Actually, he was so cute. We have him twice. And this is Hazel.
So, all right.
They look excited that they have all their outfits on. Oakley.
I'm impressed that they're still wearing their outfits. I have a hot dog thing I put on my wiener dog, and she hates it.
She hates it.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's Irie B.
Okay, so I'm seeing Wonder Woman and Chewbacca. Is that right?
Yep.
Yes.
I love it. Love
Going
it.
over the top.
Wardrobe change. It's
The
excellent.
many facets of Ira B.
And this is Charlie Goose.
Okay.
And I love the picture on the right.
Very
So,
enthusiastic.
and
Definitely a good
Kiki.
boy. All right.
Now, I have
Napoleon
cats.
Dynamite.
How you get this on a cat, you get props for that. Have you ever tried to dress a cat or put on an outfit? It's impossible.
Not once.
All right. Guess it's just me. And Jane.
Oh,
Jane
Very
looks very
cute.
happy, very sweet.
yeah.
And this is Stormageddon, Dark Lord of All, as Frankenstein. Yeah. So I was always trying to figure out where the
Frankenstein's
legs
monster.
are and the front
Oh,
legs, the
yeah.
back legs.
If it doesn't come from the Frankenstein region of Germany, then it's just sparkling monster,
Monster.
or I don't know.
Yeah, that's very cute. They have to get
I love
that
it.
dog in that costume.
Love it.
You know, they should have had him upload videos of them dressing them because this has got to be crazy.
Well,
This
Dark
is
Lord of All
Lulu.
looks pretty pleased. Okay,
The superhero.
I'm having a flashback maybe to the Princess Bride. Sunday.
I'm getting some
Yeah, there you
Princess
go.
Bride.
Wesley?
Bonus points for bringing it back to the fest.
That's
I do
awesome.
love it.
All right, the
Lulu
next
said,
one
as
is
you wish.
Lloyd, the
Lloyd,
Ninja
all
Go
right.
Green Ninja Turtle. And you have to look really small there by the finish sign. There's the turtle.
Yep.
So,
I think this is cute. I like that they said, you know what, I can't really dress up a turtle. We'll put him in a story.
there you go. And the last one here is Kepler. So,
Which-
looks like he's singing in the rain.
Is he? Yeah, I guess so. I was like, is this also an It reference or something? I don't know. Maybe the red umbrella's throwing me off.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's just you know,
Just his little
going out in the
raincoat.
rain weather. Yeah. So you can vote. Everybody can vote, and we'd love your guys' help. And
So many great choices
you can
this
vote
year.
now. And we'll announce the winner October 31st at 4 p.m. And
Nice.
that'll be a lot of fun. So I'm going to switch things up here a little bit and let you guys talk. And I'm going to kind of drive in the background. So today we're just go over a few of the things. These are our guests or our presentations for
Today at
today.
noon. Yeah. So Ross King, yeah, the bookseller of Florence. So if you're interested in the history of books, you know, the Medici family, that whole particular time period in, I guess that's Italy. Medici.
Sorry about that.
I remember my AP European history.
Sorry, I went to click the register thing, and I think I lost it all.
I was able to do a quick interview with Ross via
That's
email before. So if you kind of want to check out what his session is going to be about, you can read that interview as well. It's also on sixbridgesbookfestival.org. I always want to say .com. Yeah, he was really nice. Very cool book.
Very good. Sorry, guys, I lost that.
It's okay.
Let's go to the next one. I think this one's pretty cool.
Adrian Miller.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so
James
I'm
Beard
gonna.
Award?
He is tonight at 8 p.m. And I think there's some really cool stuff here. This whole book is about African Americans in the United States of barbecue. Adrian Miller is actually a James Beard award-winning author. And, you know, I think from a really cool standpoint from Arkansas is that, did you know in Arkansas, we have one James Beard Award? And it is for Jones Barbecue in Marianna. It's an African-American barbecue stand. They're, you know, famous. So it's really, I think it's kind of cool that he's got this book. It also includes some recipes in addition to the history of. So I don't know, I'm just kind of fascinated with a food historian.
No, Kelly, didn't the Last Inn receive a James Beard Award recently, or was that a
Maybe
different
they
award I'm thinking of?
They may have. I
They may
agree.
have.
And that's here in
true.
Little Rock.
Yeah. they have won an award. But Jones Barbecue is be the only chef. And the
See, yeah,
cool
there's
thing
different
is,
categories of James Beard Awards, I
I've
think.
saw
Yeah.
interviews with him where he didn't even try. It was just given to him. So
Yes, there.
Beautiful.
So Last is In is a classic. Thank you for that.
very good.
That was last year.
And am I correct that
During the lost year.
I'm reading through here? Didn't he have a? He has the book, but doesn't he have a Netflix show or something as well? Adrian Miller.
I am not certain.
Okay,
I
come back to that. But if you love barbecue, like I love barbecue, and I know a lot of friends that compete, it might be one to tune into. And that one's sponsored by the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. That's awesome. So those are the two for today, and then we're just going to cover some highlights of some of the big events we got coming up this week. Look at that. We got Kelly Marks.
Hey.
Tell us a little about your stuff that's going on, Kelly. You have 2 events, right?
I do. I've got 2 events. So there are 3 cooking events on the 30th, and my partner that I will be talking about books with is Abby Turner, and Abby has her cooking event at 10 a.m. and then at 1 p.m. you can see both of us talking together, and then at 4 p.m. I will be cooking. So these are just some fun events, little different look at books and publishing. I actually got onto a quick Zoom ahead of time with Abby and our moderator Jerusalem, and we just kind of launched into some conversation. It was kind of like this should have been the segment. We were just talking about the differences in our books and some interesting things. I was surprised. We actually were both approached by our publishers to write our books, which is not very common in the industry. I think, you talk about pitching and trying to figure all of that out. And we actually, I hate to say it fell in our laps, but it kind of fell in our laps. And then we wrote these books this year. So I think it's going to be a fun segment. And her book is gorgeous. I love this book. I may or may not borrow this one indefinitely. It's all over. Her book is beautiful. So yeah, definitely check out those sessions on Saturday.
That's very cool. All right, so there's some other highlights. Sandra, if someone can help me pronounce her last name, I don't want to butcher it.
Yes, so Sandra Cisneros is some cool things about this session is that it is one of the 4 that will be translated into Spanish, so we do have that available. So primarily she's going to be discussing her latest book, Martita, I Remember You, but a lot of people know her for The House on Mango Street. I actually was scrolling through TikTok this morning and somebody referenced her book in one of the comment sections, and I was really tempted to say, you can talk to her this Friday at Cal's.
That's right.
Virtually. So, which is a really cool thing. I just don't think people, just the fact that you get to interact with these amazing authors is so cool. So, that one should be a really great session.
Again, remember everybody, these are free sessions. They are via Zoom. If you really love some of these authors, this is a really good way to interact, ask questions. And hopefully we'll be back in real life next year. And this is another big one this week. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that one, Stuart?
Right. So Jacqueline Woodson, kind of like Sandra Cisneros, big deal in the literary world. As a library worker, I'm excited that Jacqueline Woodson's joining us. Sorry that it can't be in person, but I think primarily she's going to be talking about her book, Red at the Bone, right, which is one of her adult books. A lot of people might remember Before the Ever After, one of her books for youth, young readers. But she's won. Let's see here, 4 different times she's won the Newbery uh, Award, National Book Award finalist a few times. One of the better, literary people, especially writing for like young people of our time. It's a really big deal that she's joining the Six Bridges Book Festival in 2021.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she's also in NAACP Image Award,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
a Sibert Honor Award.
Um,
So
Critic
she's
Scott King
very
Award.
critically acclaimed.
Right.
Twice, I
And
believe.
yeah,
Yeah.
2:30 on Saturday. Don't
Hmm.
miss Jacqueline Woodson.
Oh, yeah, that should be a really good one. Let's see who else we got here. This is a local gentleman,
Nate
correct?
Yes.
All right, so
I was,
Nate is an Arkansas native. Go ahead, Stuart.
I was too young to drive all the way to Little Rock from my little, small hometown, 50 miles away to come up and see when he was playing in bands around here. But now he comes back for the book festival sometimes, so that's okay. He famously did the illustrations for the March series of graphic novels with John Lewis, who also joined the book festival a few years ago for that graphic novel series.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah,
The level of people that we get at this not surprises me, but I
it's
mean it's a little overwhelming. There's so many authors to see.
it's a high caliber.
Yeah.
Um,
And another
so
big local story, Ayanna Gray. She will be October 30th at 4 p.m. And we had a chance to interview her at Wordsworth Book. Super, super sweet young lady. I think when she talked to us, she'd just come off the interview with Good Morning America. So, yeah, I was like, so it's crazy. I know she's had a 5-book deal. She's just recently out of college, very young, and her book Beast of Prey is picked up by Netflix or been optioned by Netflix. So this is a really great local success story.
Yes. And her session is at the same time as my cooking workshop. I would not be offended if you choose to go listen to Ayanna instead of make me watch cornbread. Watch me make cornbread. Like seriously, I'm kind of bummed that I can't go to her session because she really is just amazing, amazing. Um, yeah, this is definitely going to be one of those like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I met her when.
right. That's one of the great things about the book festival. Every year we have authors who are maybe their debut authors or they're kind of early in their careers. You meet them, you interact with them, you read their work, and then you just kind of get to watch them succeed. And oh yeah, I know Ayanna Gray. She was at the book festival, right? Good job. It's fun to kind of cheer these authors on as they blossom into successful careers.
I know I got a selfie when we did the interview, and I told her I just wanted to say I knew you win. And she was
That's
so
right.
gracious. It was like, oh, that's so sweet. It hasn't kind of really affected her yet, I think.
Right.
So,
No, she's been really cute. I watch her on like Twitter and Instagram, and one of her big things was that she wanted to go to the local Barnes and Noble and sign her books because that's where she always went to get her books, and it's been sold out, so she hasn't been able to get one. So she just keeps going back and trying, which is just so cute.
that
It's a good problem to have.
is a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
problem to have. All right. So, everybody, thank you for hanging with us this morning. We just want to give you an update what's going on. It is sixbridgesbookfestival.org going on the rest of this week and weekend. And there's great opportunities. It's free. Don't even have to get dressed to go out. Just use Zoom. You don't even have to turn your camera on if you don't want to. You can ask questions and chat with fellow book lovers and enjoy the time. And we look forward to your events, Kelly. So That'll be awesome. I'm going to really, and I think Stuart and I need to step up for next year. We need to have our events. So.
Okay. All right.
Stuart did moderate, right? You got to moderate one?
Oh no, I didn't moderate. I just hosted.
Oh, you hosted. Okay, sorry.
Ethan Nickturn, on Sunday.
Oh, well, very good.
It's a lot of fun.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us, and we will see you next time.
All right.